In the peaceful suburban neighborhood of Oakwood Lane, the Johnson family, a black family, had just moved into their new home. Eager to settle in, they were warmly welcomed by their next-door neighbors, the Whites, a well-established family in the area. Richard White, a corporate lawyer, and his wife Emily, a teacher, had lived there for years. Their children, Oliver and Sophie, were popular among the neighborhood kids. The two families quickly became friends, with the Whites hosting a welcoming dinner for the Johnsons. Everything seemed perfect, until one afternoon when Richard received an unexpected visitor. A well-dressed man, introducing himself as an attorney, arrived at his doorstep with an envelope. Richard was puzzled when he saw it contained a letter from a prestigious law firm about a trust fund, a large sum of money left specifically for Richard. But the letter held an even bigger shock. The benefactor was connected to Richard's past, someone he'd never expected. The letter also mentioned specific conditions tied to the trust, involving the Johnson family. Confused and intrigued, Richard shared the news with Emily. The mystery deepened as they realized the trust's connection to both families, and how they were unknowingly tied to each other by blood. After discussing the matter, Richard and Emily decided to visit the Johnsons to discuss the trust. When Sarah Johnson, the family matriarch, answered the door, Richard and Emily explained the situation. Sarah was just as stunned as they were. But as they delved deeper into the details of the letter, a shocking revelation surfaced. Richard and Sarah were distant relatives. Their families were connected through a shared ancestry that neither had known about. The trust fund was a legacy meant to honor that connection, though the reasons behind its secrecy remained unclear. The discovery of their shared heritage sent shockwaves through both families. The trust wasn't just about the money, it was a way to honor a bond that had been hidden for generations. As they uncovered more details, they learned that their families' paths had crossed in significant ways throughout history, defying the social and racial barriers of their time. The realization that they were related through a hidden family history transformed their relationship, deepening the bond between the two families. However, the mystery wasn't fully solved. The families began to question why this information had been kept secret for so long. Who had hidden the truth, and for what reason? Despite the windfall from the trust, the families were left with more questions than answers about their shared past. Over the following weeks, the Whites and Johnsons worked together to piece together their family history. They discovered that their ancestors had been part of important historical events and influential figures. As the families continued to explore their newfound connection, they learned that the trust was just the beginning. Their journey uncovered the hidden legacies of their ancestors, revealing that their families had been intertwined long before they had ever met. While the truth brought them closer, it also left them with unresolved questions. Why had this connection been kept a secret for so long? What other secrets did their families share? And what would the future hold for them as they navigated this new chapter of their lives together? The revelation of the trust and their shared ancestry marked the beginning of a new relationship between the two families, one built on a deeper understanding of their past and a renewed sense of unity. However, the mystery surrounding the trust and the identity of the benefactor remained unsolved, leaving room for more discoveries and questions to come. The Whites and Johnsons were no longer just neighbors. They were now united by blood and history, linked by a past that had been hidden for generations. As they moved forward together, the mystery of their shared legacy continued to unfold, opening new doors to their future and ensuring that the bond between them would only grow stronger.